Hola gente, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos al canal, bienvenidos al segundo capítulo de Volver al Futuro. Como ven, estamos exactamente donde nos quedamos la vez pasada, en 1931, 32, no recuerdo, creo que 31. Y bueno, como vieron, regresamos para buscar a Emmett Brown, el Doc. Un zapato nos trajo aquí que es de Edna, una mujer que se dedicaba a periodismo y que en el video pasado nos entrevistó. Algo tiene que ver sobre el centro de ayuda y ese tema. Y pues vamos a ver cómo sigue la historia.
Where is the jail in 1931 anyway?
La cárcel.
Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Bueno, los efectos para ese tiempo. Entrada de albergue para indigentes.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Vale, vale. Entrada a la barbería.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
Tranquilo, muchacho. Entrada a la papelería.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Bob.
Pero qué mala leche tienen, Ruinas del bar clandestino.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Entrada a la oficina del abogado.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Vale, vale. ¿Qué pasa aquí? Entrada del banco.
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Exactamente. Especial del día. La sopa de ayer. Especial del día, la sopa de ayer. Hombre, qué menú tan variado. Mira la placita esta. Y el reloj, el famoso reloj. Entonces, esta calle es donde la película, creo que la primera, donde tienen que poner un gancho y un cable para que el rayo dé potencia
I can sightsee later. Right now, I've got to find the doc.
según recuerdo. Aquí está. Entrada a la estación de policía.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Vale. No pasa nada.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan? Right. But what?
Alertemos a las autoridades. Volvamos en el tiempo. Velemos. Hablemos con los gángsters.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Supongo que podría sacarte de la cárcel.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
¿Y qué pasa con la continuidad espacio-tiempo? ¿Cómo se supone que voy a hacer que construyas un taladro cohete? ¿Dónde puedo encontrar a tu joven yo?
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Vale, ahora tenemos que encontrar a Emmett Brown de ese tiempo. Aquí no entramos. Entrada del comedor de beneficencia.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you?
¿Verdad?
Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Pues al parecer, lo subnormal viene de familia. ¿Qué por aquí, chico?
I better not
Amiguete.
talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Vale, vale, no pasa nada. Teléfono, puerta de cocina.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse. Okay. Hey, never mind.
Menos que una sombra. Pues allá que voy a la corte. Por aquí. ¿Qué haces, muchacho?
Hey, how you doing, Einie? Young Doc's in the courthouse. I hope I'll be able to recognize him.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown?
Es el hijo del
Doc.
juez.
Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No. What am I missing here?
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
¿Qué estás haciendo? Tengo algo importante para que hagas. ¿A qué hora terminas? Vi que trabajas en un taladro cohete. No te preocupes, yo también soy un científico.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
¿Por qué trabajas en un taladro cohete? ¿A qué hora terminas? Tengo algo importante para que hagas. ¿Qué estás haciendo?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
¿A qué hora terminas?
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
¿Qué tal si sal más temprano?
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda? What do you say?
Don't Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Tengo algo importante para que hagas.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Típico. Oí que trabajas en un taladro, cohete...
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Required to maintain a constant massive acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed relative to the speed of light.
Vale, pues no nos dijo nada.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh.
¿Lo grabamos? Vamos con el doc.
Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Grabé tus murmullos. ¿Dónde estuviste? ¿Qué haces en la cárcel? Vi a mi abuelo. Sobre Keaton, sobre Edna Strickland. Encontré tu cuaderno.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Grabé tus murmullos.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
¿Qué pasó? No tomó la opción
Doc.
que di.
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
Grabé tus murmullos.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
¿Cómo era la forma?
What was H again?
The Hamiltonian
Operador
operator.
Got it.
hamiltoniano. Pues vamos
Hang in
allá.
there, Doc.
Míralo, ahí va. Vi que venía hacia acá. Ahí viene. ¿Cómo va?
I better tell young Doc the solution to that formula before I forget it.
¿Dónde está?
Or do we take H's stand with Hermitian lineup?
Ahí
But in
viene.
that case, H.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
H es igual operador hamiltoniano. Suenas un poco asustado. Vamos, háblame sobre tu... No, este.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
¿En serio?
I'm sure you
Toda
would have
semana.
figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Science. Soy del planeta Vulcano. Vengo del futuro. Leo mucho a Julio Verne.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office! I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Necesito tu taladro cohete. Realmente necesito tu taladro cohete. Realmente necesito tu taladro cohete. Intermedio.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course! Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Necesito un modelo totalmente operativo. Necesito un modelo real. Lo necesito esta noche. Esta noche.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel!
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
No! It's Kid Tannen!
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Y ahora tenemos que conseguir alcohol. Mira, es Edna.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Por la exclusiva, ¿qué hay de la otra historia? Siento lo de Einstein.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
¿Qué de la otra historia? ¿Haces entregas de sopa? ¿Qué es la sociedad? Siempre sobrios. Siento lo de Einstein. Bueno, vamos a disculparnos.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
¿Qué hay de la otra historia?
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
¿Qué es la sociedad? Siempre sobrios.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Yo sé dónde se pueden reunir. Sociedad siempre sobre sus intereses. Vale.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
En el parque, en la estación de policía, en bar clandestino que explotó. Hombre, como ahí si están ruinas. En la residencia Brown, vamos a ver.
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Voy a ayudarte a entregar sopa.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Sé de una caridad que necesita sopa.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
La Sociedad Siempre Sobrios, el orfanato, la granja de chicos indeseados, la casa de descanso, el manicomio, no importa.
The Stay Sober Society.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little while. And we wouldn't want them eating cold soup.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
No sé qué poner. Orfanato.
The orphanage.
My, how those little ragamuffins can eat. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
¿Y ahora?
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hombre, que no se nota, Hay sopa y sopa especial.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Va. Vale, aquí hay una movida, pero... plato de sopa miserable,
excuse
Qué
me.
grande.
Yeah,
Can I have a bowl of soup?
we're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Sal?
salt?
Salt? What do you think, it's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
Vale, ¿y ahora?
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second.
¿Alguna idea de dónde podemos encontrar alcohol? No puedo entrar en la cocina.
Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't gonna let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Amiguete. Muy buena la sopa, sigues ahí.
What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Could you move them out of the way?
Not a chance. I could throw out my back.
Tranquilo, viejo.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
No. Así que este lugar era un comedor de beneficencia. ¿Por qué Kitone dijo comedor de beneficencia? ¿Por qué la sopa está en barriles? ¿Puedes darme más sopa?
What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
His speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the Just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
¿Por qué la sopa está en
Why is the
barriles?
soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor.
Bueno, en eso tiene razón. Así que ese lugar era... Sí.
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not-so-well-to-do. And no other purposes whatsoever.
Right. Okay. I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried
Perejil?
parsley? It might help to, complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Compliment the mellow... What are you talking about?
Trust me.
You might be onto something, kid. Let me see what I got.
Vale, mueve eso. Va por el condimento y lo vuelve a poner. Pero...
Eureka!
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa! Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. Emmett.
Yes?
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
¿Y si vamos con Edna otra vez? Hace un rato vino y sacó un barril de sopa. No sé si nos sirva de algo. Hablando de...
Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Y queda uno.
Are those all cabbage soup?
Last time I checked.
Don't you have any other kinds of soup?
No.
El fanático de la sopa, ¿eh? Oh, vale, es un elevador. Pero...
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. Emmett.
Yes?
¿Alguna idea de dónde podemos encontrar alcohol? Linda Jamba, este lugar está un poco sucio para ser un antro ilegal de gin.
Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right. That might explain the elevator.
Linda Jamba.
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Vale, y ahora que algo se me está pasando, pero no veo qué. Tubería. Son las 20, marca 2:23 de la mañana y acaba de temblar. Estoy aquí frente a la computadora y se acaba de mover todo, pero a tope. Bueno, ya no es nuevo. Y no vi qué pasó. Bueno, voy a hacerlo otra vez. Vale, ya. No sé si funcione, pero se me ocurrió algo.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Oye, qué miedito con esto, Otra vez se movió. Joder. Siento que vivo en Japón. Aunque nos falta como 100,000 años luz para eso.
More soup?
Please. And tell Kid that soup or no soup, he's not fooling anyone.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Sí, pero el invento de la puerta, ¿para qué nos sirve? Amigo, muy buena la sopa,
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. Emmett.
Yes?
No, vamos
We'll
a
score
por
that
Edna.
hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Adiós, amigo. Disfruta la sopa. La sopa miserable se llama. Pero ya tiene sal de perejil. Ahora vamos con... aquí está. Camina, muchacho. Camina como subnormal que eres. Mira. Aquí, allá, aquí, allá. Edna.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
Sé de una caridad que necesita
You asked me to
sopa.
tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
La sociedad siempre sobrios, el orfanato, la granja de chicos iniciados, la casa de descanso, el manicomio, no importa. Me tiene que dar. No importa.
Never mind, I'm wrong. The pool hall isn't a charity.
Certainly not.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Definitivamente
Does somebody
esa no
need a
era.
visit from my soup cycle?
Sí, casa de
The
descanso.
rest home.
No, it's way past their bedtime.
Pues te mentí.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Sí, así es, la granja de chicos indeseados.
The farm for unwanted children.
No, they've already received their quota for the month.
Joder.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Sí, el manicomio.
The insane asylum.
No, too much soup makes them nervous.
Joder.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Sí, el orfanato.
The orphanage.
No, they've already got all the soup they can handle.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from...
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right! They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate,
¿Serio?
and we
¿El
haven't
último?
provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
Son amigables, se portan bien, están sobrios.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
Puedo usar tapones para los oídos. ¿Qué de malo con el ruido? Yo sé qué hay de malo. Serán silenciosos.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but
But what?
But it's still impossible.
Pero se lo prometí a la dama Strickland. Pero piensa en la sociedad siempre sobrio. Está bien, olvida todas las... No. Se lo prometí.
I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Joder. Pero piensa en la sociedad siempre sobrios.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
Estoy de acuerdo.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait!
Justo donde le duele.
You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
Uy.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
Sí, claro. Vale, pues... falta que Edna nos lleve el alcohol a la casa de Emmett, que creo que es aquí, donde vive con su padre o su familia. Y vamos a dejar el capítulo por hoy. Avanzamos mucho. Bueno, no tanto, pero me refiero a tiempo. Like si les gustó, dislike si no les gustó. Espero que les haya gustado. Y un saludo.